make sure we're working. We look like we're working to me. So, late stream today. It's kind of how the schedule worked out. So I went off to the Honolulu Toy Fair this morning. It was not particularly useful for me, but stopped at the hobby shop afterwards and picked this up with a couple of paints. Because I thought it'd be fun to build the Tyranid dong spider. Finally. Yeah, and I think, God, is 40K like on a different edition from these already? Or no? Like 2/3 the way towards another one, right? Something like that. But, yeah, so this is the Tyranid Biovore or Pyrovore. So you're going to get one of these and 3 mines in this box, and you're going to be able to build 2 different kinds of dongs on it. Now, I'm pretty excited to see how that works, because like I like the sack of this one, and I like the shaft of that one. So I'm going to see if I can mix them together and make a Franken dong Tyranid. So why am I building this now? I have some more Tyranids to paint up, and I thought maybe picking up a new model that I've kind of been holding off on would kind of jumpstart me painting them. I have some of them just right over there on my desk. They're all primed and ready. I thought maybe if I grab a new guy, it will kind of get that juices flowing, so I can get that finished up and get those guys off my desk. So I am trying to work my way through all the projects that are on my desk. And sometimes the important part of that is having the like energy or excitement for it more than just counting down completed models, right? So I actually finished up all of my Dead Man's Hand guys. So all my models for Dead Man's Hand are now finished. So this is some more cowboys, some more cultists, and my fur trappers / cannibals kind of guys, right? So these are all the guys I had made for that. I would definitely want to do some more stuff for Dead Man's Hand. I actually fucking love Dead Man's Hand. I need to play it some more, but it's really, really good. But yeah, like I have a STL for like a train, and I have a STL for like a haunted mine. I want to do all that, but yep, making progress, right? So got all these guys done over the week, and now I'm trying to jumpstart them Tyranid juices, just like this big old dong spider does. So, whoop, losing little bases already. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's a much bigger base than I was expecting, to be honest. Alright, so it looks like we are 2.5 sprues, which I'm going to be honest is not particularly impressive. There really probably should have been 3 in this box, or 2 of these in this box, because that would have been 3 sprues then, which is about what you would expect from a box of this size. Yeah, there should have been 2 in this box. Especially for the cost. There 100% should have been 2 in this box. So while the base is very big, it doesn't look like this guy's actually going to be that large. Oof. Big oof. Alright, so let's see. Here's the different dongs. You know, actually, looking at it, I actually like this dong in its entirety better. I think it's just painted really stupid on the box. Yeah, like you would just paint this whole thing pink. You wouldn't pull that out as skin color. You would just paint the whole thing pink. Except for maybe the armor on the top. I don't know. We'll build them up. We'll see what we can make. Alright. Let's look at our instructions. General rundown. Looks like we've got two different poses for our dong spider. He can be like kind of rearing up or down with most of the legs on the ground. And then it looks like the cannons are going to change out. And that looks like the two things that are different. Yeah, there should have been two of these in this box. Yeah, that's not a lot of model for the money. But it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to painting it either way. So, all right, let's see. 1, 2, 5, 7, and 6. And sculpting looks very nice as always. And the slices actually don't look that bad on this model. A lot of the GW models I've built recently have been sliced to hell. And were like super kind of like not fun to build. So yeah, they actually don't look that bad. Like all the legs are kind of separate. There's no like weird cuts or anything in them. Okay. I guess the two sides just go together. Yeah, like see, that's the whole body. Damn. That is not a lot of model for your money. That's a small boy. Oh well, it is what it is. I'll stop bitching about it. No, I won't. Alright. Let's see. And while we're building our dong spider, I am not really a person that cares about WYSIWYG for this kind of stuff, right? Like, there's some stuff that I care about WYSIWYG for. Not because, like, I'm going to enforce it on my opponent or whatever. No, that's not like that. But I care because if I have a flamethrower guy, I want him to look like a flamethrower guy. I think that makes the story and stuff of the game a little more interesting, So, I try to impose WYSIWYG things like that on myself. But, that's about it. Things like this, right? Like, which one's a pyrovore, which one's a biovore, I don't fucking care, right? It's got a big freaking dong cannon that's gonna shoot out, like, fucking some kind of probably acidic jizz. Like, let's be real here, okay? This is a big old spider dong monster. Right? Which one's a pyrovore and which one's a biovore? It don't fucking matter. Alright, how do those go? Do they go on that side? They go on that side. Okay. And this one goes on this side. Yep. Cool. Yeah, I really like this spider face on this thing. It's a really cool thing that they've been doing with some of the new Tyranid models, where they give them these kind of like spider teeth and like mandibles. They did it with the Von Ryan's Leapers as well, and they're really cool. So happy to see they continue the spider mandibles face. Rawr, spider's mandibles face. Hello. I'm building a dong spider for the Tyranids. Actually completely screwing it up right now. So I completely screwed up the face. God damn it. There we go. Okay. God, every time I move one piece, the other piece fucking wiggles. Ah! Why? Does one of these have a nub left or something? Is that what's wrong? Not meaningfully. Man, this is not liking me today. There we go. Should I push that like that? This one down like that. There we go. Oh my god, that was way harder than it should have been. Which, in fairness, probably my fault. Alright, let's see. Yeah, with a lot of the new Tyranids, they're trying to do this new, like fancy crest thing. They did this on the Mind Flayer thing, the big floating brain in the Leviathan box. It has this really fancy, like, layered head crest on, and they're doing kind of something similar here as well. Let's see. So he's going to have like a shell, and then he's going to have like a layer of armor that goes on top of it. To be honest, I was really expecting his cannon, his donger, to be bigger. I'm very, very surprised. A little let down, you could say. No, I'm not. All dongers are great. Oh, that's cool how that fits together. That's pretty sweet. I like that. Oh, there we go. Right. Okay. Okay, and then this goes onto the body. Just like that. Alright. Just gonna give him a little girth. But yeah. So I entirely bought this model. One, because it is a model I do like. I think it's cool. Two, I thought it might jumpstart me finishing up the Tyranids that are on my desk. And three, there's this fucking animation of like this thing walking and its cannon just doing this, and it's like all I can see in my head. And that is why I bought this model, because of memes. I'm gonna be super honest, I buy a lot of models for memes. That's why I went out and bought the Long Legs Skitarii Femboy on like day one, who's also in my needs to be painted pile, and will be painted because I actually got a paint for them today for my new AdMech colors I want to try. So yeah, wow, this guy, this is a very small model for how expensive it is. Like, I don't know. I don't mean to keep harping on that and sound like, you know, a little crybaby or whatever about it, but all right, so I want to do the one with all the legs down. So we're going to do this one. So we're going to do 10, 9, and then 8 and 29. Let's see. But yeah, I don't mean to keep harping on that, you know, like, but dude, this really, like, I don't know. Really, it's not a very large model for the money. I'll say it like that. I mean, I guess they sell a one character model for like $42 nowadays. Alright, so this is 9, this is 8. So I really shouldn't be surprised, but man, this dude being $50 is tough. Like, ow, for real. Alright, this is the first one. And then we need 9. Which it says also is just a full leg. 2, 11, 22. 11, 32. Am I blind? So this is the wreckage it wants me to put the other leg on. We'll see about that. Also, I have got to be blind. Where the hell is the other leg? Did I already clip it out? No. Okay, there's literally 4 legs here. One of these has to be the fucking leg I want. Okay, on the other side, we use 11 and 30. There is no number 9 leg piece. Yeah, see, it says 9 here, too. Am I crazy? Are the parts labeled on here? No. Okay, these are my 2 runners. This is the runner with the big donger. I clipped the 2 legs off of that. Okay. This is the other runner with legs, none of which are part 9. Okay, let's clip out 11 and 30 for the other side then, because we know we need them. Also, I legitimately feel like I'm taking crazy pills, because I do not see part 9 anywhere on this sprue. Alright, so that's 11. This is 30. Yeah, maybe I just need to assemble something else and look at something else. So, okay, facing forward, part number 10, which is this guy here, goes in the front socket, which is right there. Okay. There's a lot of ways that feels like it could go. Yeah, so it's like a diamond cut on the inside. So you can kind of rotate it around a bunch of different ways. That's going to make my life harder. Let's do this one, because this one looks easy enough. Okay. Alright, that one's nice and easy. We got that one. We got that one, fam. There we go. Okay, and then this one goes on the back as well. There we go. And then 30. Okay, and then 11 goes in here. Okay, that has a nice solid fit. Okay, we'll let those sit for a second, and we'll see what else we got. Okay, so we have 2 22, and then 12 and 31s. All right, so let's assemble these limbs. We're just going to clip them out, because I think these instructions are just clearly wrong. like there's nothing I can say about that. They're just wrong. So we'll figure out what piece that is supposed to be by putting them together. Okay, so it says this one is going to go as the front leg on the other side. So we can do that. There we go. Yeah, because it looks like you're going to get what? 6, 7 legs. Yeah, looks like you're gonna get 7 legs in total. So you are gonna have a little bit of variation if you build more than one of these, but not a ton, because a lot of this pose and stuff is not gonna change. So your dong spider is going to look a lot like everyone else's dong spider, but you're going to be able to change a little bit about it. Basically how the legs go on and what dong it has. And that's about all you got. The body position, the head position, the shell, that stuff's all static. Okay. Alright, let's see. What do we got? This one, that's a front leg, so that's supposed to be that front leg. This is a piece that does not go there. Right? Yes, doesn't go either of those. What about this one? Okay. There's your piece number 9 right there. That's what they mean instead of 9, because that fits. It matches the other leg on the other side over here. Yeah, that's your number 9. Yeah. It's the only other. There's only 2 legs that have that extra piece of like skin, like floppy piece of skin between the arm and the claw. It's only 2 of those, so it's got to be this one. With that, our dong spider should stand up, sort of, as his legs fall off. Ay, ay, ay. There we go. Okay, and then this goes into here, probably just to give him a little bit more than just like the tiniest piece of contact, I think. Probably what that's for, so we should probably put it on, even though I will most likely shave down all the details on it, because my tyranids are kind of like ocean themed, so they go on these like big ocean wave bases that are actually hella fun to make. Actually, really, the problem is they take really long, so like you can't just like whip them up really quick. All right. Okay, so this one, it says, goes on this side. Okay. It doesn't feel like it goes there. Does it feel better on this side? Not really. To be honest, that doesn't feel good on either side. Yeah, see, it says this one goes on this side here. And that, maybe like that? I don't know. That doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right at all. Oh wait, am I dumb? Well, the answer there is clearly yes. But is this the one I just glued together? Or is this a different one? Man, who knew assembling a dong spider would be this complicated? Yeah, that doesn't go there. This is what happens when there's even a tiny little error in the instructions, right? Because I had to clip out all the pieces to figure out which one it was supposed to be. And now, I think this is what's supposed to be the front leg, but it just does not fit, like, at all. Like, yeah. Watch dumb man fumble with dong spider. The show. Alright, so that one can go there and it'll give him like a rearing up arm. But I really want another down arm on this side. Oh my god, this tiniest little model legitimately just has me super confused. What the hell? It's like I had a stroke. Man, what is wrong with me? Huh. I don't know. I am being the dumbs apparently. Oh. This is the one I glued together. Am I... Okay, now I'm mega confused. Ah, okay, I see. I see. There was another claw. I've been sitting here trying to figure out why this claw doesn't look right and match the picture. I was like, this one doesn't match. See, this is the problem when there's an error in the instructions, right? Because I'm immediately willing to discount the instructions now, right? And just be like, no, I'll just kind of figure it out, right? Because of that one tiny little error, I'm immediately like, nah, we need to, you know, there's probably other problems too. You know, I'm immediately just writing it off. Okay, so there are two different claws for this, which doesn't seem like that would be rocket science, but yeah, because the one numbering error, my brain was just like, nope, everything's fucked. So yeah, so there's two different claws. That's why when I built the other one, it wasn't matching anymore. So that explains that at least. Because I was like, man, how screwed up are these instructions, right? Like, I was immediately willing to just discount it and be like, nah, man, it's screwed up. You know, that even that one tiny little error in the instructions shook my faith enough that I was just like, man, these instructions are all broken, you know? Okay, so that goes there, and then this guy should go on this side. Like this. Yeah. There we go. We actually got our dong spider there. Look at that. We got there in the end. This is not a hard model to build. I am just dumb, apparently. Yeah, that was not an overly complicated build. I'm not super sure why. I know why. It's because I just counted the instructions instantly because of the error. That's why. Okay, let's get this guy glued to the base, and then we'll look at the dongers and see what we got. Boop. Boop. Alright, so with the more kind of stable version, you're going to get 3 points of contact on the base. The other one, you're going to have basically a whole lot of legs like rearing up. So you're going to have 3 of the front legs all rearing up and the ones on the back not. So just keep that in mind. Alright, we have finally built that part. Oh my god. Okay, so it looks like if we want him to have the pyrovore thing, we build this tail back piece. So let's build that. And we'll also cut these little hands out, because then I can get rid of this runner. So there we go. Huzzah. I was really hoping that when I started this would be one of those models where I was like, you know, when I was like 95% of the way through, I was like, man, this model's a lot larger than I thought it was, you know, because that happens sometimes when you know, put all the pieces together and stuff, you know. You can be like, oh man, there's so much more girth here than I thought. And then sometimes it doesn't happen. And this looks like this is going to be one of those times where it doesn't happen. That's fine. He still is a cool looking dong spider either way. Alright, let's see. And then he's going to get this kind of like shell on his tail. Very kind of earwig looking armor. Actually, you know what it reminds me of? The Ed from Men in Black. The back of this armor really looks like Ed from Men in Black. I think that was his name, right? The big bug guy? I think his name was Ed. I haven't seen those movies in forever. If you want to talk about cool universe that, like, if you were to make like an R-rated film and set it in, that would be a cool universe to make like an adult movie in. Not like an adult movie, but like a film for, you know, adults, like a rated R kind of film, right? And have them like do some kind of like secret underground work, right, to get into some horrible monster alien thing. I think that'd be pretty sweet. Be a really cool universe for that. You know, do like 8mm. I think that was the name of it. The movie with Joaquin Phoenix about the snuff films. Was 8mm right? Yeah, do like that, but in the Men in Black universe. And man, it'd be cool as shit. Because it's such a like crazy fantasy, like whimsical universe that if you did a really like serious, brutal, terrible topic in it, you'd have this really cool juxtaposition, and it would just be really neat. Alright, so this is one tail that we could put on here. So that goes on, I think, like that. And then the one cannon would grab onto that. Or we've got this guy. Man, thinking about Men in Black got me thinking about Will Smith. What happened to him? He got weird, man. I mean, to each their own, but that is not the way I thought that like cookie would crumble, you know? Alright, so we can put that one on, or we can put this one on. I think that's a lot cooler, to be honest. Right? I think that's just in general a lot cooler design. Okay, so let's look at the actual dong cannons now. Wow, this one looks really easy. Okay. So this one is literally just two pieces that just snap onto each other. And that's your donger. Okay. Yeah, man, that's just like literally just two halves. Boop, and that's it. And I think this just sits on the back, and I think that's all of it. I was kind of expecting the cannon to be way more complex, to be honest. Like, with different bits and stuff, but that looks like that's the cannon right there, and that looks like it'll just... The tail plugs in like this. The cannon is just going to go like that. And that's your lot right there. That's your pyrovore. Now, if you wanted to magnetize this, you probably could by attaching the cannon to the tail and then magnetizing the tail to the body like that. And that would probably handle all your magnetization if you wanted to swap them in and out. Now, I'm assuming that's how the other guy works, so we're going to take a look at him too. So we can look at all of our dong options before we pick one. Okay, so let's see. This guy gets like a shell on top of him. Yeah, see, I still like the shaft on this one better. And I like the bulging sacks on the other one better. Not enough that I think it's worth trying to kit bash the two together. But, because really, like, that's pretty cool looking. Like, with how that works, like, the goopiness in there. Just the only thing is, I won't paint this, like, the shell color. I'll paint the whole bottom pink. And I think it'll look pretty cool. Also, I don't know if you can hear it, but it is coming down now in Hawaii. It is raining like a mofo out of fucking nowhere. Okay. We got these little basing bits here that I'm assuming are going to be for the little floating balls. I think they're like mines or something. Oh. I think those are all parts for these. Okay, and then I need this here. Okay, so this goes on there. Huzzah, that fits nice. That's actually pretty cool. I could actually probably put that on this other one, and that would look pretty sweet. We'll try messing with that, probably. So I'm actually not going to glue that piece on. Oh man, or if you had a Tyranid, the boss guy, the flying wing tyrant, you want to put that on as a head crest, that'd be pretty cool. Alright, and this goes on here. Ugh, just another two-parter, and then this one gets little hands that like hold it to the body. This one I'm curious to see, because this is where magnetizing it might fall apart. Because the other one is nice. The other one just attaches to the tail, really, and it sits on the body. if this one is really glued to the body and doesn't really attach to the tail, magnetizing is just basically out the window. Okay, so let's see. This goes in one of these holes. Is it on this hole? Feels like it's supposed to. There we go. We got some nub in there. Get that out. There we go. All right. And this feels like it was supposed to go on this side. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like the little fingers. They're neat. Kind of creepy little bits. Here's the other set of little fingers. There it is. This one, that one looks better for nubs. And then that goes in this hole. Just like that. A little bit of nub on there we gotta get rid of. Go. Okay, so the other dong cannon will look like this, with this shield on it, like that. So that's pretty cool. And then he would get this tail, like that. Shit. And we get that tail, it's gonna have this tail, and then the cannon. How does the cannon go? Oh. Okay. I guess something like that? Something like that, I guess. Yeah, there's definitely arms that are supposed to connect to the body, though. So, you could maybe just attach it to the tail like there, right? And just have it like this. And the other arms would just sit wherever on the body when you slot it in. So it is probably possible to magnetize this. I'm going to be honest though, it looks like a giant pain in the, ironically, tail. So I don't think I would recommend magnetizing it. But it does look like it's doable. But it would probably be very fiddly magnetized. Right, like I used to magnetize like all the guns on my troops and stuff. Like it looks like it would be that level of fiddly to magnetize it, in my opinion. So, just because of this piece is nice and easy. I also think this piece clearly wins, so we're gonna glue this one down. Because this piece is just so much cooler than the other one. There we go. Yeah, that is a much cooler piece. And boop, boop, boop. There we go. And that's our dong spider. I love holes. Fingers are neat. You can glue the gun to the tail and then magnetize the tail to the body. Those are some comments, yeah. I don't disagree with any of them though. But yeah, it does definitely look like you can glue the gun to the tail. Do I think that's... I think it would be very fiddly. And the end result, I think, would be very fiddly. So I don't know if I would recommend it. But I think it would be very fiddly. Alright, so there's our dong spider all completed. I'm really like blown away that you only get one of these in the fucking box. Like legitimately, like that hurts my brain. Alright, let's build the rest of these little balls here. These floating bombs. Let's build those up. Yeah, because he's a very cool model. And I'm not saying that I'm not happy to have him. But that is a extremely overpriced model. Now, in fairness, I shouldn't be complaining. I knew that when I bought it. I knew you only got one in the box. But having like seen it and held it in my hand, I'm disappointed in the size. That's a joke. All dong spiders are beautiful, but I don't know. Like, you only basically get a runner and a half, and I feel like in this size box, like, you know, this size box, I feel like you should have gotten 3 runners. You know, you would get at least 2 runners in this box, and this is a Necromunda box. You get 2 runners in here, and it would be cheaper than this price. So I don't know. I feel like it's a little disappointing cost-wise. Non-nid players won't be able to tell the difference between the 2 different types of dong spiders. Yeah, I'm gonna fully admit I don't really care about WYSIWYG anymore. There's probably a point in my life where I was like, oh, your models should really represent what they are on the table. I don't give a fuck anymore, right? The only time I care about WYSIWYG is when I impose WYSIWYG on myself, because I want my models to tell a cohesive story. Like, I want the flamethrower guy to have a flamethrower and have like a big tank on his back, and you know, stuff like that. So when I enforce that on myself, that's the only time I think about WYSIWYG anymore. Otherwise, I don't care. Like, I don't care at all. So, you know. Partly because I'm never going to be playing 40k with these models. These models will never see 40k. These guys, to be honest, they're only probably going to see one-page rolls. Grimdark Future Firefight, to be honest. So, you know, so I don't really care about like thinking about what they would be like in a tournament, or if the TA would be okay with them, or anything like that. Just no. There's probably a point in my life where I did care about that kind of stuff, but that time is over. And now I just build the models I think look cool and use them for WoPR, because it's supposed to be my hobby break time. I don't have the energy to deal with all that other nonsense, you know? There's enough terribleness in life without having to worry about somebody judging your models, you know? Oh, I need a scratch test to see if this is real GW resin. Like, fuck off. My doggo, if you can hear him, is having a little nightmare, apparently. I will be back. Alright, Popo nightmare averted. He got belly pets. Oh. Newish to the hobby. Explain one page to me. One page rules is it's a free tabletop game. Largely it's a system that a whole bunch of other tabletop games are hosted in. So they have a really cool app. They have all these different games. Like they have a game that's sort of like Necromunda. They've got one that's like 40K. They have one that's like Age of Sigmar or Warhammer Fantasy. So any of like the GW equivalents that you can think of, they have basically like a version of, and the versions tend to be a lot simpler is the wrong term. They tend to be cleaner, with things like more modern activation systems or the ability to kind of like pick and mix what rules you like and which ones you don't. They're very like focused on being user friendly, and being like a fun time versus being like competitive. And that's kind of where I am, so I like them a lot. So this spider will probably see some one-page rules action in his dong-filled life, but he will probably not get any GW action. Now, do we want to make that donger longer? Kind of feeling yes. Kind of feeling yes. Alright, now let's put this like this. Can I literally just plug that donger into this one? Or is that too much dong for the spider? Basically, if I just like ploop and plug it in like that. Is that too much dong? Or do I want to like cut it there and extend it like that? Obviously, I'd need to get rid of the fingers. So this is shield in the middle that's got me kind of like, I don't know. I think that would be kind of cool, though, to be honest. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna make a super long dong tyranid, because I think that sounds like fun. Sadly, I broke my nippers I usually use for this kind of conversion cutting. These kind of like big cross model cuts. Alright, you know what? I wonder if we can just pull these off. Let's see. Yeah, that works fine. There we go. Alright. Rip the back out of that one. Okay, and then this one is basically just going to go floop and plug on just like that. So let's put the top on it. Oh my god, I legitimately might not even need green stuff. No, I'm gonna need to cut that down. There we go. Alright, let's put this top on it. We'll make a big ol' swinging chungus dong spider. Okay. We'll actually get up in here. Cut this. Oh, I guess I should just pull it off while I do it, huh? We'll cut. Ripperoni. Ah, that's usually why I have trashy garbage cutters. So things like that don't happen to my nice ones. Oh well, it is what it is. Honestly, those nippers were probably like 6 years old, so they were probably really in need of replacing anyway. But that is still very unfortunate. RIP. So, in my, many years of modeling now, that is the second pair of God hands I've broken. The first pair broke when I was painting, or when I was building a clear model that I got at a convention. Because clear plastic is a lot harder than normal plastic, and I hadn't realized it. So while those nippers were not nearly as old as these ones, these ones, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah. Should have been more careful there. It's okay. Okay, let's see. Put that shield back on now. Rip indeed. I don't know. I kind of like the bulbous kind of knot in the middle. I think that's funny. Do I have this backwards? No. There we go. Okay. There's. I need to, I'm going to keep using these, but I need to be careful with them so I don't throw that piece. Okay, that's what I was trying to worry about. There we go. Don't want to lose that because it's actually a super sharp razor. Yeah, just like that. And after it dries, I'll probably green stuff in around it. And make it floppy. Yeah. And this is why converting and kit bashing is great. Because where else are you going to get an extra long dong tyranid cannon? Right? You're going to be stuck with the little stubby dongs. And now I can have a deluxe size tyranid dong cannon. Really, I should probably pin this, to be completely honest. Because it's so big. But it'll be okay. And if I can't get it to sit perfectly here, what I'll do, I'll just break out the green stuff and we'll just green stuff it now instead. Trying to make sure his dong's not crooked, you know. There we go. I think that will lead to that'll lead to a non-bent shaft. The dong will be strong. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. Just trying to make sure it's not crooked now. Let me try something actually for it. Let me try this. I think if I sand these down or trim these down a little at an angle, I think it's just going to plug right in. Yeah, see, it just plugs right in like that, but I want it to be... Yeah, see, like that. That's perfect. Yeah, see how well that fits, right? Only had to hold it for like a millisecond. See? Well, here you go. That's how you make an extra long dong tyranid. Using both the guns from the box. Oh, 'cause YOLO. That's pretty awesome. I am unreasonably happy with that. Just let it sit a little bit. There you go. That's how you make a long dong tyranid if you want one. And also, look, it has both cannons, so no one could ever complain about WYSIWYG. Should be like, oh, I've got that cannon on there. Oh, I've got this other cannon on there too. There you go. And that's how you make a big donger tyranid. Well, that's definitely a project. But it's pretty fun. It'll be really fun to paint up. And that'll give me the boost I needed to finish up the Tyranids that are on my desk. So yeah, that should be really fun. Well, me and my big dong Tyranid are gonna go ahead and call it there. I'm gonna set him down so the weight is not on the dong. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Just a fun little silly stream tonight. Still wanted to get something in today, but streaming later than normal because of wanted to go to the action figure show. And these are the floating ball things. They're gonna need a bunch of cleanup, but I don't know. I'm gonna call it there. I gotta go feed my pupper. I think it's getting close to pupper food time. Hang out with my husband a little bit before he goes to bed. But yeah, so I'm gonna call it there. HST, yep. It's 6:17 p.m. here. Yep. But yeah, that's it for me. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back next Sunday, like every Sunday, and I hope you have a good one. And keep on keeping on.